Alright everybody, welcome back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Once again, today's a solo stream, and I honestly don't know when we'll be back to Neo, but it should be at some point this week, because I'm very excited to finish that up with Ash, so really we're just waiting. Anyway, the nice thing is, now that we've actually gone through a bit of Mass Effect, this is officially all completely blind. I have no clue what I'm doing, but hey, we'll figure out what's happening shortly. And maybe I'll be more exciting. Maybe I'll actually read the codex entries, and maybe we won't be interrupted by its spontaneous crash. Jeez, I hope the game's saved after the consorts, at least. Although preferably, although I'd prefer it if the game had saved after getting the Krogan Codex entries, because I don't want to have to get those from Avina again. If only because there's no way to skip dialogue in this game, so... meh. Spectacular. I mean, there's not an obscene amount of loading screens. Oh my god, please. No! Are you kidding me? Right. That's more than a little frustrating. I am so sorry, everybody. Because I guess that crash means we are missing out on a huge amount of a lot of what we just did, so... God, I guess I'm gonna have to come back to get all the codex entries later. Because I'm not sitting through all of that on stream again. That's incredibly frustrating. Trying to think, was there anything of supreme importance? I know we got a level up because I went ahead and got all the codex entries around here, but ugh, that's unfortunate. Dang, I wanted to get all the codex entries and stuff, but again, I guess I'll just leave that for off stream because hoo boy. Ugh. That does mean we're going to have to pick up the consort's quest here again.
Welcome. I am Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nelina,
Yes, Shaira?
send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with her.
Yes, of course, mistress.
Right, that's incredibly
It
unfortunate.
appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Dang, dang. Oh, well, I guess we'll just have to sit through this cutscene again and then get back to it. Which sucks, because I know for a fact there's an achievement for getting all the codex entries, and I actually like the lore of this universe. Alright, consorts, I've come to bargain.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel. What exactly do you do? That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise. Maybe I can help. I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Chora's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be. What happened between you? I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative. What exactly do you want me to tell him? Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful. Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Right, okay, yeah, there's nothing good about fixing crashes here, because they're all horrifically intensive. Woo. Ah well, we've got the quests. We need to go to the places. We need to pick up, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the Krogan guy's name, but I am aware of who Garrus is, I think. Let's see, that's Avina. That's a diplomatic incident right there. Ah, dang, he can't actually impact those. Alright.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place
I do
simply
wish
refer
the
to
game
it
had
as
some
Delan.
system like
Please
flagging
take time to examine
which
the
dialogue
fine goods
options
it
you
has for
picked.
purchase, all of great worth.
Because sometimes it's just not obvious you've already picked something.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Let's see. Upgrades. I can get first aid interface for armor, which gives regen. High explosive 2, which you already have, or a stim pack, which reduces cooldowns. That's not terrible.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
I will admit, this interface could be a bit better. Just a bit. Let's see, chameleon tool. I'm not sure what leveling up your Omni tool does. Oh, cooldowns, of course. Well, in that case, I guess we'll get it. Let's see, first off, equipment. Shepherd here. Okay, so there's a bonus to shields and a bonus to recharge on meds. But, you know, I'll stick with the Omni tool. What's the Codex have for these guys?
The Hanar are a citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have two names. The face name,
Well, that's neat.
The city.
Alright, I already have all this stuff. I just never
On
checked it off before. Alright, so what else is around here? Obviously that was the Emporium, and we have the back room here, which we're definitely not breaking into now. Another one of these spider guys. Ugh. God, you really would think they would have noticed the crashing issue with the PS4 version and fixed it. Ah well. This is just what we deal with, I suppose. Alright, what's up,
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. The tale of how you survived the great tragedy on Akuz is truly remarkable. I am amazed each time I hear it.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
You tell her, Bala.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find out in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I assume that's given me the codex entry on... Oh, interesting. I guess I actually need to go talk to the ambassadors to get the codex entries on the Volus or the Elcor. I assume this actually gives me access to... Yeah, okay. So I am unlocking the different districts as I wander around. I must say, this is a lot bigger than I expected it to be, honestly. Don't know why I thought it was going to be so small, but here we are. Ah, good old-fashioned space gun right there. Ah, that just takes me to the Citadel.
Please do not disturb the keepers. Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 2, located at the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the most recognizable and important features of the Presidium. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Tell me more about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity, a reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
You know, that is a good question. How much power... Like, we're based in the Citadel, which is quite simply a massive precursor fortress. How much modification can you actually do to it?
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
Huh.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina.
Okay, so first off...
The Geth. When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the Keepers, a docile, multi-limbed insect race that seemingly exists only to maintain and repair the great Prothean station. Early attempts to communicate with or study the Keepers were failures, and it is now illegal to interfere.
Okay, yeah, so...
Biotic. Mass relays are feats of
yeah. So the Keepers, from what I'm gathering, are just... well, quite simply, they've been inside the place this whole time, and no one quite understands how on earth they've been doing stuff here. Right, yeah, I put points into electronics in order to let me do... undo talent points. Yeah, put points into electronics so that I can use, you know, average objects, whatever that means. Put a point into pistols so that I have better access, so that I can get to snipers next level up. Ashley can just keep going with a mixture of, yeah, a mixture of combat armor. Yeah. Combat armor and assault rifles. And Caden here is going to take a bunch of points into decryption just so I can have access to average decryption. Right, anyway, we'll pop a save because, geez, this game needs better autosave, and the last thing I want to do is perish because of very poor design. Alright, so what else is around here before we head off to the Citadel? Here we go, the Vords. Right. Let's talk to the Citadel then. We'll learn the Council's demands. Is there like... ah, here we go, a map. Alright, yeah, so I've checked out most of the place. Let's get going to the Citadel Tower. I will say, incredibly two-dimensional leaf textures notwithstanding, this is a very nice looking area. Look, we can go on the grass. I'm sure there's no good reason to go on the grass, but we can. And I wonder how it must look to everyone else.
Council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Lena.
This is a very good view, yeah.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council. Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vakarian. I was the officer in charge of the C-Sec investigation into Saren.
Who were you just talking to?
That was Executor Palin, head of Citadel Security, my boss. He'll be presenting my findings on Saren to the Council.
Come across anything I should know about?
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you. You don't want to keep the council waiting.
Right, well, there he is, Mr. Vicarian. He's might not go in the party. I'm vaguely aware that he's like, I'm not sure, but I think he might be a sniper in the next game, and therefore a sniper in this one, and that's just like little too much specialization. You only want one sniper in a given party. See, what do I actually have access to around here, other than just the council? Apparently it's just the council. So, let's go talk to the council.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard, the one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Man, those holograms sure are blatant.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with him.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes them.
I know how the world works, Carter. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Alright. Oh boy, lots of stuff to learn about. So, how about Mr. Cerberus?
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the council.
He's just frustrated. The council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Who cares if we get a seat on the council? What's the big deal?
If the council passes a ruling on an interstellar matter, we have to follow it. We don't have the fleets or political allies to defy them. Once we get a seat on the council, we'll be able to influence those rulings. Protect our own interests. No more jumping through hoops whenever we want something. Take this mess we're in now. If humanity had a seat on the council, we'd just send the Citadel fleet out to take care of Saren and his Geth. Problem solved.
Maybe they'd let us join the council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
Not sure I totally agree with you, Anderson, but when the fate of humanity's the fate of humanity.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting.
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. CSEC is better off without him.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, it's a bit of an info dump, huh, Ash? Oh, jeez, did I really miss the messages? Bleh. Right, yeah, sorry about that, Ash. I didn't see your text because I was in the middle of this. But, like, I can change over if you're ready to do something else. I do just need to actually finish this and save.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
You know what? Give me a second. Let me... I am the streamer, and I do want to get to Neo, so as soon as we finish this conversation, I'll get into it. But here, how would I cut you in on Discord call? Give me a second. We'll let some talking happen.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation. With him gone, things are still up in the air.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
Yeah, big old shadow organization. I've opened up Discord call, so just jump in whenever you want.
Tell me about Barla Vaughn.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good luck, Shepard.
Whoa.
I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Sorry, I like sent that message in chat and then I was like, ah shit, I forgot to put away this fucking egg. And then I went to go do that.
Perfect. Alright, this is definitely going to be a funky looking stream in the VODs just because it's only been going for like, what, 30, 40 minutes? Oh well.
Yeah, you can keep going if you want. I just... No, you're the streamer.
I am the streamer, but here's the thing. Yes, I'm interested to actually know what's going on in, you know, Mass Effect. But also, we're in like the last 2 days of Twelve. Of course, I want to finish that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Besides, here's the big thing. I've already fulfilled this stream's fucking title.
Nice.
Alright everyone, I'm gonna make a swap over, and I'm not entirely sure what the actual etiquette for this is, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to... You know, I honestly have no idea.
There's definitely a way to change games midstream that Twitch allows for. I'm just not sure of it.
Right. Well, you know what? In that case, I've already saved, because small issue with Legendary Edition, it has a slight problem with crashing sometimes.
Yeah, I saw that at the end of last stream.
Right. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to update the information and all that, and we'll just see how that works out then.